Just be racist.
You know I started the stream already, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Uh, yeah, let's start it now. Okay, so how was that? How was your Thor's Cup?
easy.
Easy? You guys are rank 1?
No. No. We lost a lot.
Lost a lot.
Yeah. If you see the division, see division 4. There's two 100% there. They never met.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Deliberate.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what is this like matchmaking?
Yeah.
Tough
I was bitching
team.
about it, and we met with Raudok. God damn it.
Oh yeah, this is the NA team with the Thai team. Hey, what's up, Mozzie? Yeah, Ice Heart, Man, quite easy. Rolo, Taz Walker. Taz Walker actually played with us in the same server as well in NA.
Yeah, he was one of the best snipers back in the day, right?
Yeah, yeah. But the ping was too much. Damn. All right. Well, pretty good. Front 8. This is you. Oh, you guys are top 8. You guys are good. You're still in the
You?
top 8. You.
But I don't think we can get in.
What do you mean? It's top 8, right?
It's hard. But it's not in. There's still 3 days.
Yeah.
There's still Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday, right?
Yeah. But I think you're comfortably in the top 8. I think. If we're
No,
looking
we
at the
just
other.
gone up from like 24 or 25. Because we met with a lot of 600 TP, 660.
Yeah. I think we won for the most part, and then like our last match, I believe, we were like ranked 6, and then our last match we went up against these guys over here from Frontera 4, Alta 4, and yeah, they just we got demolished.
Yeah, there's one of my viewers that said that when I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. They met with Rice twice. So their rank got demolished.
My mic sounds different on stream. Sounded different on stream. Is it different? Like different bad, different good?
Just different.
Just different.
Beautiful.
Let me know what if they call it. Different bad? Oh shoot. Hold on. Advanced audio problem.
So Fato, do you still think the new costume for Sky City looks feminine?
Loop back. Might be the filters. Hold on.
Just look not that good.
You suck.
Not my taste. Not my taste.
Threshold.
Maybe it's your taste, but not mine.
I mean, it looks good.
There
Yeah.
Sure.
Look, it looks good.
I lower the threshold. Is that better?
Sure.
Is that better?
I mean, whoever made that knows what he's doing or she's doing. That.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
What's up, Obi? This is my retirement shirt now. It's
do you
better.
guys think
like,
that
much better, or like you think it could be better? Because I don't want to.
You sound loud.
Do I sound loud? Loud?
Yeah, your
like
voice
too loud?
is too hot.
In Discord
Okay,
or?
I lowered it.
Lower it. I lowered your volume too because you were sort of yelling.
A yelling?
Yeah.
On Discord?
Yeah, on Discord.
Not on the stream, right? What's up, Kenneth?
Oh.
Grow your mustache? I can't grow a mustache, bro. It's just not gonna. I don't look good. What's going on, brother?
You will look like catfish.
Tom Pinch. See, it's fading out again. Wait, what's causing the fade out? I guess if I'm too close or too far from the mic.
Is it noise cancellation?
No, I can't
It
be.
usually is.
I guess when it's too far. Oh, okay. No, it's not noise suppression. It's just probably a compressor issue. Let me try to
Skill issue.
lower the threshold a little bit here. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know. Is that better? I guess when it's too far. Oh shit. Hold on. Just gotta fix with it. Hmm. There we go. 27. What's to that? Sorry. I'll just be really close to the mic. Just like go over here where I'm closer to the mic, and then that'll be much better,
Yeah.
right?
Get
Yeah,
close
that's
to my
better.
mic.
So get a react and leave DC. That I'm not sure if it counts. That is one thing that I'm not quite sure about. But yeah, what do you think of the tournament so far, Pato? You think what about the uh the matchmaking? You think it's good? Or is it
I
too
don't think
random?
it should be random.
Yeah, it's too random, right? There's
Oh,
no.
okay. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, go.
Let me ask you this: what do you think will be the brackets? Do you think it will be like left to right again, left to right, and then top to bottom, or it will be top to bottom?
Oh man, that's
I think
Yep,
they already learned their lesson the last time, so
yep.
who knows?
But it won't be consistent.
It won't be consistent, but
they
I
learned
think they
their
learned
lesson.
their
I don't know,
lesson.
man. I feel like they've
Yeah?
been relearning this lesson over and over and over. I don't think they learned much of a lesson here, to be honest with you.
If you see it like the 1 and 2 will meet, then it's Rise and Home again on the semifinals,
Hmm.
right?
Coincidence?
I think
Think
not.
not. Yeah.
I guess. Well, it depends what way they want to swing it. I guess.
But what are your guys' thoughts about the whole DD, the whole Forest Cup tournament?
The qualification is should not be random,
Yeah.
because if it's random, then it's just pure luck.
Yeah. So,
Why
um,
don't just make them like meet one of each one time?
yeah, I feel like it should have been, there should have been like brackets for sure, and there should have been like a losers bracket. Like I don't know, like at least like a double elimination, right?
Yeah.
Or if they want to go the route that they have right now, where they have like multiple matches like that, then why not just have an MMR, some type of like MMR system? Why make it random?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
there's two options that they could have taken that would have been much better than, I mean, randomizing is just it's just rough
Yeah.
overall.
It's already in the game, the MMR system.
Yeah. So
Before the Tour Cup,
yeah,
in DD, there's a MMR system.
yeah. Tell them, ask it. Here again for whistleblowers, juicy your root expose. Damn, they're calling you out.
Yeah, they're calling me out, huh?
They want some juicy details, bro.
You guys will be excited for the next week's update, since we'll be having a few
Yeah.
new contents out.
Komodo?
No, it's just season 2 TON with the new divine armament for
Okay.
level 100 to 110.
Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
What's up, Marsh?
Sure.
Yeah. So besides like DD, what else do we have going for us right now? I mean, that we have
Oh.
301 classes coming. We have season 2 coming
Mm-hmm.
soon. Um,
Oh
and
yeah. I've been meaning to ask. What do you think of what is it? The gacha? The gacha before this? It's only 1 week, right?
the emoji
Yeah, the
machine.
emoji machine,
yeah,
it's only 1 week.
yeah, I think
Yeah, it
so.
was only one
Yeah,
week.
Isn't it too short? Or they just
I
fucked
mean,
up and
I mean
put it out?
they probably had. I think they. I'm not sure. It might be two things. They might be, kind of like they might be doing the whole FOMO thing, or they might have just like really mismanaged the timing on that.
Yeah, because there's nothing there. Only the mount, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, the mount and you can get Smeldons. That's it. That's the
Yeah,
best thing
even
you can
the
get.
jackpot is not really interesting.
yeah,
Only 500 yans?
Because I remember back then, the emoji machine had a red sigil for a reward, right?
yeah,
And the emoji machine we have right now doesn't have any red sigils.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of rough. The way that it is right now. I feel like it's just like, yeah, put these copy paste events for the sake of having copy paste events. Um, there's not much creativity in it. There's not much at
Mm.
stake in it. It feels like
Mm.
it feels like a filler episode. like
Yeah.
so, I don't really know what to say about it. Um, and then what else do we have? New season of TON, 3-1 jobs. Um, there's
Where do you see
conflicting
this?
there's conflicting information. Well, it's like what they kind of said like last time. Uh,
Mm.
but there's also like this back and forth of information. Um, where I think certain content creators are saying that you're forced to go into third class in order to unlock the new
Mm-hmm.
features. And then there's also, I think it was debunked by Mume from Dynasty as well.
Yeah,
About the you know,
the
uh,
stargazing and Matrix.
yeah, that you don't necessarily need to be forced into a third job. You just have to, get to 100 to unlock these things. So yeah, basically that. So hopefully it is as Mume says it. I trust them. So hopefully the people that are not going for the third jobs are going to be
Not locked.
not locked out, or
Yeah.
not forced to change, because
Mm-hmm.
isn't it um like when you change into a third job, you're stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. You can't go back to a 2-2 class or 2-1 class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Eddie,
yeah.
why are we in the front? Not in the podcast channel?
Oh really? Are we?
Nice.
Are we?
Nice.
Are we? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, whoops. Oh no.
It's okay.
I just realized.
You don't move. If you move, you cannot open your cam, right?
Let's find out.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Just stay.
Let's change this to the podcast channel real quick. Let me just temporarily.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the front. Yep.
Oh, it didn't die.
Huh?
Wow.
Ah.
No,
Mm-hmm,
no,
mm-hmm.
I just changed the name. I
Wow.
just changed the name.
Yeah, I
We're still
know.
in the same.
I know. I know.
Um.
Oh, Fatty, what do you think of Rue Global hiring new moderators and the offer that they're they're
Oh
putting out
yeah, that was
to
a
the people.
huge like topic in
What is it?
So
it's like
Rue Global is hiring new moderators with better, quote unquote, better offers to the people.
Better offers to the people. What does that mean?
Like before,
I don't think it'll
the
let me
nyans
preview.
that they get are confidential, but now they're saying you can get 8,000 to 12,000 nyans depending on your performance if you manage to get the position as a moderator for Rue Global.
Bro, imagine
Is it
there
each
being
month?
a performance review for modding, a non-paid job.
Damn.
God damn. The thing is, like 8,000. That's a month's work, isn't it? I saw
Mm-hmm,
people
mm-hmm.
discussing it in private chat earlier, in our Discord. People were saying like it's like you have to deal with people complaining nonstop.
It's basically a customer service.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like that's a rough one, man. That really is.
Hey, 1,200 pesos from Matthew Constantine.
Yeah, what's up, Matt? You have Battle Pass and Survivor of the Dawn.
It's Obi, no? It's Obi.
Yeah, it's Obi.
Is it? No, no,
Is it
Mm.
Obi
no, no.
or
Damn. He just called you Matt.
I have Battle Pass. I don't have Battle Pass. Yeah, I don't.
hello bro? Would you know if the
I don't
upcoming
have any.
update on third job classes affects Tutu since they can't access the new progress feature for third job class? So so answer is originally the Stargazer and the Matrix you can access
BRB,
it
right?
even if you're not a 3-to-1 class. So most two class will still get the benefit of the Stargazer and the Matrix feature that we'll have in the future update. I don't know where the other content creators get that two will be left behind because they can't progress and use the future content such as Stargazer and Matrix. But one of our guildmates, Mume, debunked it, and personally playing and seeing how the system works, I can definitely say that Tutu won't be left behind.
Yeah, Battle Pass. Did you just, oh, you get that so I could get the Battle Pass thing? Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'm getting it, huh? All
Right. Welcome,
right.
welcome.
Thank you. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll grab it later. Um, but yeah, no, it's where you're not gonna get left behind. The requirement to get to access those new that new content will be level 100, not being a third job. Um,
The-
I think if Rue pushes through with that, you have to be a third job. That would essentially be fucking over their whole player base. So that's kind of rough, right? But you know, a lot of things with Rue don't really surprise me nowadays. So I don't know, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It should be level 100 that lets you get access to that stuff.
yeah, I remember you were grinding for level 105 even though you're level 100, but you already have the features back then in NA, right? And it's also the same in Taiwan and Korea, so I don't think it'll change here in global, but who knows?
Hey, if they mess it up, man, at least we'll get another sorry redeem
Code.
code.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you kind of want them to mess it up so you can get some free you know you get some free codes.
Free codes,
Shout out to
free
Eris, by the
stuffs.
way. The wife is here.
Hi, Aris. Hoo. Hoo.
Shout out.
And 3-1 class or third jobs will be we'll have a preview on the 25th. So you guys can get to see the versions that we're gonna get.
15 days. 15 days. So
15 days.
another thing we're gonna discuss as well is with the Stargazer content, right? So if you guys
Mm-hmm.
don't know yet, Stargazer requires you to use XP, your current XP. So there's kind of like a bit of a debate now where it's like, I guess it's not much of a debate, but there's a discussion at least where
Yo.
where essentially some people when the server level goes up, is that some people might want to consider holding back their XP so they get more XP per CT, and then using that to level your Stargazer quickly. I guess that might be one of the times where I'm like, yeah, sure, go use your CT to farm your scale worker or something. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Like, not just YouTube, but like everybody in the audience as well. What do you guys think of that change? Season 2 coming up, yes. Do you have Dark Beast card? I did. I got Dark Beast card the other day. It's pretty lucky. So I've just been using it for Guild League War of Imperium and just draining people's SP. But yeah, that's a huge debate. I mean, not only that, but also people, saving. It's kind of like a toss up, I guess. Do you want to save your quest for like Stargazer, or do you want to like do your quest now while we still have Gallop and Gallop points, and or do you want to use your CT while we still have Gallop? I think that's where the argument kind of comes in, where like, do you want to hold yourself back for some stargazing stuff, or do you want to use it for Gallop and then get Gallop coins and have stuff to redeem? You like Yeah, a friend told me not to pass level 104 because I'm gonna be suffering on Stargaze and getting XP. Need like a billion XP for level 60 of it. Yeah, that's what we were talking about too, Tense. You're discussing how, holding back, or maybe like for your CT, use it to farm a low level card like Scout Worker or something, and hold back your XP for Stargazing.
Because a day ago we were talking about it. Fato and Obi and I think we saw the requirements of how many materials you need to level the stargazing and also the EXP. So my take on it is, if you are already above server level, you'll get EXP penalties to use for stargazing to have the necessary stats and skills for it. So if you're already above that and getting a lot of, you're getting penalty for EXP, you won't be getting much stat points or skill points to be used for Stargazer.
Yeah. So you kind of have to like gauge it a little bit. Like, I mean, your XP will be cut down by like 3/4, which means like your XP farming will be cut down by 3/4 for stargazing. So you kind of have to really decide. It's like, okay, do I want to hold myself back and kind of like be behind when like the 110 gear comes out, 115 accessories come out, or do I want to hold myself back right now, get the stargazing like whole shtick done, and then work on leveling later on? Which I think the most viable option would probably be going for stargazing, because even if you're behind in XP for 110, 115, because you're behind, when the server level increases, you're still gonna get more XP. You're still gonna level fast, and you might have the option of doing your quest then if you want to go that route. But yeah, stargazing is definitely a a good thing to focus on. But then again, even if you miss out on that, don't worry about it too much. Not too big of a deal. It's a time gate. as long as you play the game, you're still gonna get XP. You're still gonna get it up there. Might be a bit slower than some, but you're gonna get there still, and it just takes you playing the game, right? So it's not
There
like
are,
it's an irredeemable mistake if you miss out on holding back
if,
your XP. Um,
there's also other ways of getting EXP for stargazing, like you can use materials, boss drops from MVP. Those give out decent amount of EXP to level up Stargazer, aside from using your own base EXP to level it up faster.
they might remove XP penalties from server level in the future. I think that would be the best. Yeah, I think that would be the best route. I think it's not good to add like another stressor for casual players to kind of like be constantly deciding if they want to hold back their level or they want to, you know,
Oh, it's already here and it's already patched in our server. They removed it when we hit level 100 server level.
the penalty,
So
or is it just
yeah, the
if that's
penalty.
just Gallop?
It's all
Because I know Gallop removes
uh
that penalty, but will that stay after Gallop is
mm,
gone?
yeah, that's gonna stay even if Gallop is already gone.
Okay, that's
Because
good.
once
So
we're
there's no
already
need.
level 100.
So there's no need to hold back your XP with CT then.
Nah, but it works because back then when every server level we get additional bonus EXP, right? And we stack quests, we stack dailies. We don't do Helheim runs, we don't do our Yggdrasils, right? But after level 100, we'll get the same amount every time. Every time, even if we don't stack the daily quests. I think Mume Cody
No,
Wampada debunked this as well.
not the daily quest, but the actual like
Yeah.
story quests.
The actual the story quests.
Story quests in CT. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing that we're most because that's like a huge chunk of the XP that you can
Mm-hmm.
save up, right? Your story quests, your adventure quests, and your CT. So if the lack of a penalty for the XP rewards in those things will exist well, well after Gallop is gone, then there's no need for people to hold back their XP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that 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 definitely makes it like simpler to decide then. So there's no need to really hold back on CT and quests. Well, I mean, you still want to hold back quests just because. But yeah.
Yup. But I did my quest. It gives like only a little. I don't know if it's the quest or is it just a server level thing.
Adventure
Maybe
or story.
No
did
story.
Sorry.
did you do it? Did you do it after 103 or did you do
Yeah.
it like
Yeah.
level
Yeah. Yeah.
100? Ah.
103. Because I'm changing levels before
Mm-hmm.
102 to 103. I changed the EXP because of the gallop.
Dobby, but
Yeah.
just to answer Dobby's question, if you max out your
Mm.
TO1 stats or your seasonal stats, yes, absolutely max out your permanent stats. Make sure that you do that before the season ends. Third jobs are not going to be out released this November 20. No, 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 no.
No. No, 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 no.
What is level 105 accessory don't have side effect? It's not going to show yet, but once the other
Yeah.
pieces are out, then you'll see the effects. It's misleading right now. It makes it look really bad, but like I think the same thing happened to 95 accessories before, where it wasn't showing you the actual side effects. That topic is applicable for third job, right? What about Mr. State Paladin? Well, you're still gonna have Stargazer past 100, is what we've been told.
Yeah, you guys will still have the benefit of using Stargazer and Matrix, so you guys don't need to worry about being left behind as a paladin, as a biochemist, as a sage, or any 2-2 class.
Yo, morning, Carlos. What's going on, brother?
Morning. It's night
Yeah,
here.
9:52. Yeah, I haven't eaten
I, I,
all
I,
day.
I could say the same.
It's alright. how many
How
months
many months
after
after?
will the
Three
third jobs
two
for
Two.
one
32?
third job. So 3-1 and 3-2. I think it's 1 month.
Yeah, because they already have the sprites. We haven't gotten the teasers yet for the 32. So
Yeah, expect the teaser on December for Taiwan for G Enjoy.
yeah, sorry, Carlos. I don't have was now and it's suffering. No, don't worry, brother. It takes a while to really utilize all the skill set of like wizard, but once you have it down, and once you have it down to muscle memory, and as soon as thing is like the power creep complements wizards a lot as well. Um, and we got this massive buff with the gravity field already. And once like Warlock comes out, um, I know that the 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 opinion right now on Warlocks is not good in Taiwan. But if you really read into the skills, if you really read into the skills, and once you get like the theory crafting down, it's very hard for Warlock not to be overpowered. Warlock is like the way that like Warlock's skill set is set up, it's very hard to make it to balance it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be like they would either have to intentionally like nerf it to the ground where it's like almost like useless, or what is going to be the most likely part, because they have whales that are invested into the class, that they're going to tune it to the more positive side. But the problem with fine tuning that type of skill set with Warlock to the positive side is that it really crosses that boundary of being OP, because the way that Warlock is set up with the skill set that it has, it removes like almost like if not every weakness that Wizard has.
Hmm.
So now you have this loaded like skill set of a class that barely has any weaknesses, and it's a class that's going to be very hard to balance for gravity. And for the people that have committed to Wizard, to High Wizard, and have been familiar with High Wizard, then you know um, it's a huge buff for us, because they would have to rework the whole class to change how hard it is to balance. And I don't. I'm very confident that Gravity does not have the motivation to do that.
This is how I see weakness of wizards, of high wizards. Because right now, high wizards is weak because we don't have a single target or burst damage.
No skirmishing.
We only
Yeah.
only have a setup skills. So if people come to us, they will die. If we come to them, they will run. That's it. That's the weakness of a wizard. But with warlock, I see a lot of utility single target skills. So maybe
Yeah.
it will make that difference.
Yeah.
That skills.
Because
But
like
right.
yeah,
Continue.
go ahead.
Okay. Because from what I see of the card decks, wizards seem weak because we cannot make the stacks to 15, the empower stacks to 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's not that wizard are bad, but other jobs are better because they had that 40% empower buffs.
Yeah. And honestly, card decks aside, the amount of like skirmishing that you get from Warlock, while still retaining the same power that you had, the same comp pros that you had as a high wizard, is very very OP. So don't try to regurgitate information that will most likely be um, out of date by the time that we get Warlock in global, because it's not a it's not a good way to forecast the meta.
Mm.
You just have to look into the class itself, see what the skills do, see what the skills do well, and then you'll kind of see like, well, like damn, this kit, like the warlock kit is pretty loaded, and it's pretty OP. Um, let me see. Blueberry was inaccurate in his latest vid, saying third job is required for stargazing. As far as I know, level 100 is required for stargazing, but we'll see. So don't worry. Yeah, are they targeting November 15 or 22 for release for third job together with TO and S2? I don't think they are releasing
No.
it with TO and S2. No.
November 15th patch will only be TON Season 2 and the new Divine Armament. Then on the 25th, we'll be having the preview for 3 to 1 class. Then probably first week of December or second week of December. Who knows? We might get it early. We'll have third jobs.
Yeah. As a bicam, is it worth to just wait for creator, or should I switch to RK or something? I mean, bicam's still always going to be strong, right? I don't think you should try to chase flavor of the month classes because it usually ends up in disappointment, and even if it does, the transition is expensive, and you essentially put your progression behind, and that's okay if you're a whale. That's okay if you have the means to do it. But if you're like low spender, mid spender, like might not be the most viable thing to do. But, you're not screwed if you stay 2-2. What are your thoughts on the card decks and how highways can't solo stack and power? I think that's an oversight by Gravity for sure.
I heard that someone said that it's been buffed. So our global CD and cast time on Warlocks is lessened. Not the global CD, the animation cast.
Animation cast.
Lessened.
Yeah. I saw that patch too. I mean, if that gets applied, I mean that's also what I mean, right? It's like if you buff Warlock on the side of towards the side of positive changes or positive updates to the class, you're really pushing over the threshold of being really overpowered.
Yeah.
Because the damage was never the issue. It was delivered. It was the method that the damage was being delivered and the additional lack of the additional buffs from the stacks. But once you put those two, if you buff those two and put them together, then Warlock's just a really busted class. But if you're not a Warlock, obviously don't take don't take my word for it right now, and jump into the bandwagon because of FOMO. Try to see it first. Like once it gets released, what are we getting? Like what's the patch that we're getting?
But here's a question though for you two. What do you think is the best third job class to use?
Warlock.
What for?
I mean, for
biased.
everything. For
Warlock.
everything, like PvE,
You want to see
PvP,
everything? Warlock. It's Warlock.
Warlock, still Warlock.
Maybe I'm choosing Archbishop.
Same with me, Archbishop.
But
I
it
think
depends.
Archbishop.
It backs to what's it used for.
Buff Magic Crasher, then we'll have a different conversation. In order to buff
100%.
Magic Crasher to make it viable, you need to buff the range by a lot.
×2.
That's the weakness of Magic Crasher. The amount of danger that you put yourself in just to do ramp up damage that takes 5 seconds or more to ramp up. Nobody's gonna if you're against an organized stack, there's no way that they're gonna let you stand there for 5 seconds and start throwing attacks at them. It's not gonna happen. Any date for third job release in global? Potentially December, maybe. Planet Rex is here. The front video on their official Discord. Thanks, Jogan. Is it okay to click every reaction button there is? Yes. That gives you more chances to win. The the game keys
E.
for the front. So if you guys didn't know, by the way, I'm currently in the content creator program in one of the new games that I'm playing for, and I'm in the content creation program for, which is the front.
Mhm, mhm.
If you guys vote, by voting, you just have to react on my video in their Discord. You get to be in the running for a free game key. I believe by next week we should have like 4 or 5 game keys to give out. So if you're interested in that, and you want to support the stream, support me in general as well, feel free to head over to their Discord and then click this link, or you could just look at the instructions in the announcements in the Dynasty Discord, and it's in there as well for easier access. But yeah,
Too many players are switching to LK now because of RK. Any insight about this? You can answer this, Fatty.
Too many players switching to LK now because of RK. Any insight about this? I think I think it's a gamble. If you're going for RK because you think it's good in like it's good PvP wise in Taiwan, then what happens when you get like a different patch? Now you're stuck with a class that you don't even have preparation for. Now you're stuck with a class that you heard is strong and OP, but it really isn't. And then you're gonna be regretting your decision the whole time. So I think people who are jumping on that bandwagon too fast are going to be really
Disappointed.
Uh, so it's just you can't rush it, man. You can't rush these things. Like all the transitions, regardless of what class you're coming from. If you want to transition into other classes, like you have to prepare for it. Because like I said, unless you're like a Kraken tier, like or a big whale, and you have the resources to brute force that job change, then sure, by all means, that's fine, right? Go ahead and do that. But if you're like a low spender or free to play, a mid spender, right? Or even if you're like borderline like whale spender, right? Like you're at the cusp of it. It will still take you some time, maybe a month or so, to prepare the resources, to prepare like everything you need from from like enchants to perfect enchants to cores, to builds that you need to get done, and really tweak your build or even the accessories that you need in order to make that class effective. Otherwise, you're gonna reroll to a class that and then you're wondering like, why am I so weak? I thought this class was OP. Or number one, it could have you might have gotten the same patch that made it OP in Taiwan. Number two, you might not have the right accessories or the right build because you don't have the right accessories or enchants, or or you don't have the right cores, or maybe you don't even have a red weapon because you just switched over from one class to RK without preparing that beforehand, and then you're gonna be like forgetting the whole time. It's like you're gonna feel like such a waste. You're gonna feel behind because you just spent all these resources only to find out that you're underperforming. Because that's what usually makes you want to reroll to that class, right? Because you heard that it's strong. But what happens when what you receive is disappointment? A lot of people would probably quit.
Yeah. It's like you give it your all, and then when you're already there, you get disappointed because
Thanks, Sherman.
you weren't expecting RK to be as strong as it is based from what people said.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
So yeah, never, just never um assume that something is, like just temper your expectations. Essentially, don't get caught up in the hype. You know what I mean? Because if you get caught up in the hype and then you get disappointed, your morale is going to be at an all-time low. Warlock is fun though. I'm watching my Miso Elf stream in YouTube. She's an active Warlock in KR. Yeah, it depends on like what we're gonna get too, like what patch we're gonna get. We're gonna get the Taiwan patch, an 8 patch. We're gonna get something completely different. We'll find out. But like I said, right? It's like people are counting Warlock out. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. What is your insight about GX?
Isn't GX getting nerfed?
No, I got buffed.
You got
Oh.
buffed.
Does pretty good DPS.
And
But,
the setup time for casting skills in the animation got reduced.
But the issue is always like the setup time for here's the thing. Here's the only thing, right? Like my only qualms about it, and there's an easy fix to this, is that the setup time. If you put melee class, and then you put setup time in the same like equation, it's usually not a fun time for the melee class. The fix for this would be if the skills that GX has iframes, like certain like invincibility frames where they can't receive damage, or maybe like SA, which is super armor, which makes them like really tanky, so they can like take the brunt of the damage while setting up their combos. Because otherwise, like if you're a melee class, or especially like as an assassin, you're also like generally one of the squishier classes. If you're that class and you have to set up, it's like you have no type of protection. What's stopping a champ from body relocating to you and casting Asura on you while you're trying to build up your DPS or your combos? We look to my fellow guildmates then. Oh no, they're changing to RK.
It's not a bad class.
It's not a bad class. It like even if it's bad,
But you need to prepare for it.
yeah, because even if it's bad, you still have the utility of RK, right? It's just that I think the people that are rushing to reroll into it are expecting it to be crazy OP.
Yeah.
But you can't be OP with a horrible build. Yeah.
It's like transitioning from a stalker to a biochemist, and you don't have the necessary accessories for it. Then you'll just expect you'll be doing the same amount of damage as other biochemists does.
Yeah. Any thoughts about mechanic class? Mechanic class. They definitely have that utility. It's fun being able to it's fun being able to fly across like AoEs. But the problem is like you're flying across AoEs, you're landing on a stack. That means you're still landing on a stack, which means you're probably going to land on like a bunch of melee and like a bunch of champs that are just ready to assure you essentially. If you check your Discord DMs, got some questions. You can ask me on here unless like it's something private. I mean, we're usually pretty open
Sure.
over here. Yeah,
What's your dick size?
Fatty was talking about sizes an hour ago. Like 400 square meters. 450 square meters. That's
I'll
your girl?
see. Thank you for the resubscribe. I'll see. It's about the front CC event and not for the stream. It's all right. I'm usually very public with everything. I'm like an open book, man. Like I have nothing to hide. If you want to ask, if you have any questions.
How big? How big is it?
Yeah, if you want, I can read it out here. Hold on. Elegant. Hold on. Let me read the question from DSA as well. What would be the course that I should be looking for for highways? I just have elemental insight. The Oh yeah, I have elemental insight too. But if you want highways, I
Elemental
mean
insight is good.
psychokinesis is good.
Meteor chain, meteor boost.
Meteor is also going to be, well, it's not just going to be good. I think it's been good, especially if you are above the penetration threshold. Because if you have
Or
that, then um you know, if you have that plus the cores, you'll have like really good damage. Like you see people chaining in PvP, like you'll see people chaining, or even PvE, you'll see people chaining that have enough like global cooldown. You'll see them chaining like grab field into meteor, right? Because like you say, let's say like you have right now, like I'm lucky enough to have both dual cores that give you both. Um. But yeah. Anyway, let me look at the Discord question here from DSA.
exact date? No.
Yeah. So I'll pull it up here.
Exact date? No, not yet.
Let me screenshot this actually, so I don't have to. Oh, actually, I'll just show it. I'll show it. It's okay. We've
Question.
got some questions about reactions on the fronts. Content creator program. Can you provide us with info? How do you promote your video / reaction? And why do you use bots to vote for your video on Discord? That's a bold claim to make. Me use bots for your video on Discord, but I'll tell you how I promote my my Discord. So, here's how I promote my this is how I promote my video. I have this public announcement here, and I also am the guild leader for. I am also a guild leader for a guild with 3 extensions in one of our main games, our main MMORPG games, which is Ragnarok Online Origin, which we do it on here as well. And as you can see, I'm the guild master of the guild of this whole. We have 2,000 members in our Discord. So 2,000 members, which would receive that announcement right there under announcements, and we also have the private Ragnarok Origin announcements that we have here. So to put that into context, we run 3 guilds. You can see in the roles, the red one is Dynasty 1, the teal one is Dynasty 2, and the the blue one is Dynasty 3. So to give you context into that, each guild has at most 150. Right now we have 149 out of 150. So just in our Ragnarok Origin community alone, we have about around 4, at most 450, but realistically we have probably around like 420-ish people to help react. So besides those people that are in our Discord community, we also have I outline it here too. Isloot 7 is our server, and guilds like Serenity, Prodigy, Maharlika, etc. They're also guild in the server as well, which they also have like a cap of like 150, and that's how we also asked them if they could vote for us as well. So it's it's not all of the dynasty community, because like we don't really spam or force people to vote. We kind of just like announce it, remind them like every day, like, hey guys, can you vote for this? Hey guys, can you vote for this? And the people who want to vote. Not all 400 something people are voting, obviously, because I think, what are we at right now? We are at 251. Okay, so out of the 420 people, out of the like 251, it's not even like the whole dynasty community yet. It's a mix of like dynasty, other guilds, and I also promote it in Let me show you here as well. Hold on. Also, if you're wondering, if you're looking at the chat, most of my audience is in YouTube as well. But another way that I promote it is I promote it I promote it on my Facebook as well, right? And I also have people who I also have like people within the community as well, within the gaming community as well, that help me promote that as well there. So they'll have people promoting that. We also have other Facebook group chats that we share the link to, which help promote the video as well. So, how many votes do we have? We're at like 251, right? Yeah, so we're at 251. So it's like, considering the amount of like people that we have in our own community alone, community Discord alone, which is like two probably, like, counting inactive accounts, where that 2,200 probably um goes down to like maybe like 1,500, 1,300 active users. Not everybody is interested in supporting, and that's fine. We don't really force people to promote, to support. Even in our active, our 100% active, like, 3 branches in Ragnarok Origin, which is the game that you're seeing on your screen right now. And you can see that I'm the guild leader of the guild, and the community as a whole. The 450 members, close to 420 to 450 members that we have, 450 at most, but realistically around like 420 to 430 in our 3 branches alone. It's very feasible to get to the 250 something votes that we have. You might see some similar names in there because we have certain clans in our Discord, because the community was basically formed by multiple communities. The Blitz community, the Wild community. So if you see people with like Wild in their like and the prefix of their names, they're the Wild community. I can probably show you. I'll show you. I'm pretty. So if you see like Wild, like Wild, you'll see like Wild players in there, right? You also have the Aeon community as well. So when you say like Aeon, you have Aeon Symphonia, Aeon Seraphir. There's a lot of like other Aeon Saya. A lot of people from those communities, and the Ara community as well. So we have all these like big communities that have been very supportive. Like, we don't really force people to vote. It's more like we announce it to we announce it to people who want to support. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I definitely like understand, because like I think the front takes its numbers from Twitch, but my main audience is not Twitch, so that's generally where the numbers come from. The tough
Community.
And not only our server too. I think the Root community as a whole, the other servers are also pretty supportive as well. So I gotta thank them. Shout outs to the home, Ouija, House, and Zenith actually helped as well. So thank you, Zenith. Panda helped as well. So thanks to those guys. You have too many members. Sadly, to us Prodigy Guild, we only have 70 members. Hey, Silver, even if you guys only have 70 members, you guys still help vote, so I appreciate that.
Oh, he's
70 is
from
a lot.
Prodigy. He's from Prodigy.
Yeah, we got a lot of Island 7 folks in here.
We have someone from D1 who's interested in on someone from Prodigy. As a friend.
Okay, buddy. And we can You guys can talk
As
about
a
that
friend.
in DMs as friends, huh?
Question for Medea. In the upcoming Euro NA, what will be the events like time wise? We do not have any idea what will be the events there for Central and South America, but pretty sure they will get the same rule global that we have here on Southeast Asia.
Hmm. Yeah, pretty much. I think global has kind of like been. I feel like NAKR and Taiwan.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like they're testing grounds almost.
Well,
Auntie, you can't post. I don't know why for some reason. YouTube does not allow people to post links.
Yeah,
Yeah. It.
you cannot.
Yeah. I don't have a. I don't have. I don't think I have a choice in it. So we can link people to. We can link people in the Discord. To our Discord so that they can get the instructions on how to vote. Um. Uh. But yeah. Prodigy. Yeah. I mean It's still. Wait. Hold on. Let me. Custom invite link should still be the same, right? Look at it in mobile. It should still be discord.gg/dynastygg, right?
yeah, it's still the same.
What is settings? Vanity URL should be. Right?
I don't know. The invite link changed.
Oh no, it's the same. I had to update it. Sorry.
Okay.
Keep forgetting. But it should be discord.gg/dynastygg still.
The top two player of Slud 7 already joined Dynasty, right? You mean Teak and Snowy?
Wait. How many? The top two player of Islude 7 already joined Dynasty Guild, right? Top two player? Let me see. Top two?
I think Azzy's referring to Teak and Snowy. Is it? Is it Teak
I mean,
Snowy?
top two is Megiddo right now and Ravis. And
Mm-hmm.
Shuckle. Pokemon theme. Nice.
Tantrums X.
Tantrums. Or you move around my bed. No, you're good. You good, Auntie. You good.
Fatos falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him.
Bro, you still have to farm in the front, bro. We need more wheat.
Are we still
Uh,
standing?
yeah. I farmed more. I got more anti-air, and some people tried to invade the base last time, and I heard the anti-air like start shooting, and I saw their helicopter smoking. So we're safe for now.
Mm,
Who's the top guild in Thor Cup Division 4?
it's code, no?
Raw Dog.
Or
Oh, Raw Dog is
Rodok.
Pantera 1. That's the NA.
Yeah,
NA plus tie. Panda plus tie.
Panda.
Yeah. Plus the tie. I
I
think it's
met with
I
them
think it's us
last game.
system, right? Yeah. Because
I
yeah.
met with them last game. God damn it. Hey.
Who was the hardest team you fought, Fata?
Code and Rodok.
Mm. Why?
CP diff. What
DP
else?
DP diff hard to
Yeah.
hard to overcome,
DP
man.
difference?
Yeah. Yo, Azzy, what's going on, man?
What if someone donated like $100 for you to go Magic Crasher and Charge Attack on DD for Thor's Cup?
Me?
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
have
you.
like
Sure.
9 angry people in your team.
Sure.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
$100 is $100.
Uh, but yeah, besides DD right now, BD, I think in terms of like DD, it's I think we can kind of foresee what it's going to look like, right? It might have less of a less I don't know I can't even say less of an outlier compared to like Odin Cup because Odin Cup the guilds that have like the most whales usually have like the advantage, but like it's less in DD because it's like it's 10, but at the same time when you take into consideration let's say like VVP's team, right? It's like VVP's team is full squad. It's still pretty stacked, really stacked. Probably one of the most stacked, if not the most stacked team. So you're still gonna have a rough time. The result that you're gonna like expect from that is still gonna be pretty obvious. There might be some certain mechanics that actually no, I don't think so either. Because like I was thinking of mechanics like the MVP mechanics, like the transformation one, where like yeah they're very tanky now, but then again when you're going up against like 700k plus players, like those MVPs are not gonna be able to do stuff, right? Like because like I think the best gauge right now is like Garm is good with going up against like 500k ish DP players, right? Like Garm can in like with his breath can 100 to 0 somebody around like 500k. But when you go up to the realm of like 600 to 700k, like even the buffed up like MVPs are not gonna be able to do anything, man. They're just not gonna be able to do anything, which is rough, I know, but is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. Unless Rise and you know like Kodak and crew and VVP's team meet each other again in the semifinals. Unless that happens, we're probably gonna see those two teams face each other in the finals. Yeah. Next up is Moonlit. That cup should be more fun. Anyone can join if they just keep on grinding points. Yeah, that's the only thing too. It's like I want to grind Moonlit right now, but I think
Yeah.
my team kind of like fell off a little. Like
It's tiring.
they
Man.
didn't continue to grind. Like I know Saturday, Sunday last weekend, I didn't get to do it much at all, if at all, because like my team was like, oh, I'm busy. Like, oh, I don't want to do it right now.
Because of the
So yeah. So they did so actually yeah. So like the thing is like I told them like bro, I can go at any time, but if you guys are going to be like iffy about it, 50-50, I have a 6 hour stream that I want to or minimum 6 hour stream that I want to do, even though I didn't ended up doing like 10 hours of the front that I want to do for more game keys that I can give away. So you know what I mean? Like it's either I wait on them or I start this, and I just made the decision. Like you know what, guys, if you guys are ready, let me know, and we'll go. If not, I'm gonna do my obligations first. Moonlit is based on skills. Yes, Moonlit is based on skills and identifying the
based
meta,
on determination,
and based on
based on grinding.
yeah. But I mean, the qualifications probably will be based on grinding, but the tournament
Yeah.
itself, the tournament proper, will be based on skills. And some games can or might be decided in the pick and ban phase. Some games, will be completely up to team composition. it's very important for people to know what counters what and how to counter it, and how to respond to certain comps. So it's definitely the highest skill based event that we'll have in terms of tournaments in Ru, for sure. Unless we get like a guild league that's you know balanced, which we're never gonna get that.
Mm.
I think the no sleep people will go to the cup. I mean, I don't know about no sleep. I mean, people who are
Oh
probably
yeah,
off on weekends can probably grind it out. But it's hard to find people who are willing to grind it out for 12 hours for sure.
Yep.
It's rough.
People.
Yeah.
I was watching Chin's stream earlier. He was doing TON for the community, I think, and he was with a few people from house. So the
Mm.
condition for them to run people for TON hell is they need to sing live on stream. So someone
Hey.
someone was singing while Chen and the others were doing hell TON runs. It was like three or five people who sang a full song during the TON run. Oh, it was really fun. It was really fun to watch. I was expecting to Chin to sing though.
Did Chin sing?
I I don't know if he did because I went on the stream. It's like going for an hour already. But they were running random people with people from house.
Uh well, that we should do, Fatty, in our mission. Hey, if you guys want to grind it out, I'm willing to grind it out. But it's hard to find people that are willing to grind it out for like 12 hours for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
should
mean
make the team cross server.
it's what it's one thing to grind it out. It's another thing for the people that are grinding it out to full pay attention the whole time, so you don't lose unnecessary matches, and then you just like end up with less than what you started with sometimes if you're like up there in rankings already. So the focus needs to be there as well, and that's very hard, if not impossible, for most people to maintain
Yep.
over a 12-hour period. Even when I used to do my 12 to 16 hour grinds in Black Desert, like a lot of the times I was not. Like maybe the first few hours I'm like fully focused in case I get ganked by somebody, right? Somebody flags up and tries to PvP me in open world. But even like when I reach like the 10, 12, 14, 16 hour marks, I'm like checked out, man. I'm like watching a YouTube video on the side. I've watched like 4 consecutive movies on my second monitor while I'm grinding the whole time. So it's rough. It's a lot to ask for sure. Just because I can do it, I can't really expect people to go through the same. Like you never know. Like people might not be off on the weekends. You should have asked me to join your Moonlit team, bro. I added everyone who wants to be competitive to join my Moonlit team.
Yeah.
Do you play Moonlit, Fato?
I played a bit. I got tired of it.
It
Why?
the classes have variety. It's just that I think
No team.
if
No team and no time.
oh yeah, because weekend is Lord Commander. That yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yup.
Reasonable. No, you didn't. Okay, buddy. You pull up that tag, bro.
What do you guys think about the slow pity on new mobs like Battery, etc.? It's
I
been
haven't checked.
raining Aldebaran cards the past few weeks, right? I got my
I mean,
Battery card at 6% pity.
wait, what?
Pity.
Really?
Yeah, I
Uh,
did. I got
okay, I
mine.
might like you meant like blue cards or something. I was like, yeah, it's natural. Everybody's grinding there right now. But purple, really?
Yeah, I got my Battery card at 6% pity.
Jesus. I feel like I
I
should
think
grind that right now for T1. No.
mm,
Cheat. Cheat.
What do you mean cheat? See, even Carlos got his at 12%. Right?
12%, bro. What the?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I grinding right now?
Damn.
Jokers? Can I move? All my CT's done.
You lost your car? Damn, Carlos.
What?
He lost his car. His car lost.
The
Alright, buddy, that's it for tonight. We're gonna go.
Damn.
God damn it. Battery. I should probably. Speaking of which, I don't even have a Swordfish card for TON Season 2 yet.
What for? It's
Nothing.
fine.
Just tank it.
Yep. Really? Swordfish, you don't have it? What are you doing with your MA?
My MA, bro, is all PvP.
Yeah, Mark is PV. Oh, Swordfish. Oh, yeah. my bad.
Swordfish. Yeah.
Mark.
No, but I'm
why don't you
almost
get
3-star. I just need one more Skull Worker, and I have a 3-star Skull Worker. Free to play. Oh my god.
So?
And then I almost have a 3-star. I just need 2 more Hydra cards after that, and I got a 3-star Hydra card too. I'll do PvP damages.
PvP damage.
Just use Corey account. Oh yeah, you know. But yeah, I think it's generally just rough all around. All right, so I think is that all we had to talk about today? I think just mostly Moonlit,
Yeah.
Arena, and DD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless we have any bombastic new. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I want to add something. There's people that say that you should change to third job or else you will fall behind, right? I think
Yeah.
that's
There's-
almost true for free to play because you need a boost on the third job level.
the bonuses, right? The one like
Yeah,
with the
what
extra
what
stats and the.
whatever it is, the extra skill, extra damage, extra stats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's
you
a
need
tough
all the help.
balancing act, you know. Like Black Desert did that at one
Yeah.
point where they staggered like releases. I was a wizard class there, and I didn't get my. We got our like, kind of like our. It's called Awakening class, or spec, and we didn't get it until like the following year. So like the whole
Mm.
time we were getting demolished by the other classes that got theirs first. So it's there's really no way to go around it. I think they're releasing the third jobs for 3 to 1 sooner because of the the state of the game. People getting bored. I think that's one of the only reasons why they want to release it this early and not like together with the 32. But yeah. Has Asura for sure? Yeah, Jerome. There's still going to be Asura for sure classes. Like you're not going to lose out on your all of your skill set. Like for example, like archbishops, a lot, unless they have like enough magic defense ignore, they probably still use like a lot of them still farm with Magnus, for example. So it's not like you're forcing you to spend. Hey man, they haven't forced me to spend yet. But that's the tough part.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have any more questions, just go ahead. Feel free to ask them now, and then we'll we'll go ahead and answer them. But if not, we can conclude the podcast here. because I think next week is gonna be another hot topic for sure. Is Gravity Field
Why?
still? That's a teaser. Is Gravity Field still good for Warlocks? Yeah,
Yes.
Gravity Fields is always good, man. It's very hard to discount a skill that has that
Mm-hmm.
much ignore magic defense, and the fact that like
Mm.
defense like magic defense ignore got buffed, which essentially means for a lot of people on that haven't been slacking on their stats, that 60% additional damage is just a buff. And when you take a skill like that that's influenced by global cooldown, with the amount of global cooldown resources that you can get in the future, it's very hard to balance it because like when the power creep starts to set in as we get later into the game, it's impossible to balance. I'm not even going to say it's hard to balance. It's impossible to balance without like just nerfing it so hard that it's useless.
It's like this. You're still using Stormgust as a high wizard.
Yeah. Why do they change the class for every week from Moonlit? Could it be more dynamic that way? Yeah, I think that's like probably some adjustments that they can make for sure. Best third job for biochem. Ooh, that's a rough one, man. Because that's a mixed.
Stay as a biochem.
That's a mixed damage class. So yeah, if I was a biochem right now, I'd probably stay biochem.
I'd stay biochem.
Yeah, that's a rough transition,
The,
brother.
the amount of damage that you guys can do, other classes can't do that.
Yeah.
Like wildfire as a demo.
Yeah. What's the best spot mob for XP right now? Everyone going on battery because of the card. I think going for battery for sure. For TON is good because of the card. Best mob stuff for XP. Probably Joker. Right now, if you can get the 10 spot Joker, or if you can like one shot all, consistently one shot the geographer triple spot. That's decent XP as well. The quad nepenthes. I mean, for quad nepenthes, you might need to do that manually or macro. Do you guys
Yeah.
use permafrost LV EMP combo? Yes, we do. We do.
No.
We do. It's really
No.
good for War of Imperium. Like if you're like trying to, let's say like you're going for a flank with your squad in War of Imperium, right? Dropping a permafrost LOV combo with the EMP core on their backline, which is probably going to be their casters and their priests. Paralyzing them, draining their SP. If you have Dark Priest card, even better. If we can do that, then that's a huge play right there, and that's a pushable play. What I mean by pushable play, it's a play you made that allows your guild to push forward and wipe out the enemy team because they can't adapt to it. Basically, Gravity Field is OP skill that is being held back by lack of CDR and fixed cast time in the current state of the game. Essentially, yeah. Although for some that's already achievable for whales, but not so much for the majority of the population. Once we get the future costumes, which I mean I hope I hope that they don't put it in like some expensive like event, you know, like the ghost damage costumes that give you fixed cast time reduction and global cooldown reduction, and they put that in the wishing gacha like they did previously in like NA, then that would be pretty huge for us.
All right, I'll head out first. I have a
Oh yeah,
meeting with another client.
yeah.
Okay.
There did.
Right.
And
See you guys.
yeah. But not TR. Oh, LOV. No, don't go. Don't go LOV for TR, bro. Is it recommended to switch from Pally to Arcade? This is for free to play Rose Bender. Yeah, I would actually I wouldn't be opposed to Pally going to arcade because of if not just for the utility, but don't expect to be OP. That's all. Like kind of like temper your expectations. Time Guardian Alarm or Alarm Dark Illusion or Dia Illusion plus Time Guardian. Um, Time Guardian's GCD, right? I don't know about Time Guardian to be honest.
I'm Guardian, isn't that MVP?
Oh, I'm probably thinking of like Time of Manager. Never mind. Um, I don't. I still like Dark Illusion plus Ancient Strauf combo because having those two lets you chain Gravity Field plus Meteor like crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
like it's very hard to beat that combo to be honest with you. Like there's like when it comes to like your sigil collection passive, your mount passive that you can get eventually, um more and more gotcha stuff that gives you like more global cooldown. Like this GCD is gonna be really good, but like this the Strauf 3-star, by the way, 3-star Strauf, 3-star Dark Illusion combo. It's just insane, man. I don't think I can think of a better combo for High Wizard. Although like that might I think it'll still be effective for Warlock. Just that it's not as much of a necessity for Warlock because of you know their lack of a need for all that cast time. What stat should I focus on? CT or GCD? I mean
Both.
VCT is very you have VCT and FCT, right? VCT is very easy to cap it out at 100%. So make sure that you're not over investing stats into that. FCT is a bit of a um some people like the cast time enchants for FCT. Um Generally, regardless if you're like lower spender or like whale, you don't want to give up too much M attack for FCT because
Mm.
you don't want to sacrifice too much damage, right? It's like there's no point in casting fast if you don't do no damage, and you have to balance that out with GCD. GCD, there's not a lot of sources of GCD, so like generally you want to focus on like increasing or decreasing your GCD a lot, but you're kind of like pigeonholed in like there's only so few sources that you can get it from. So try to get it from like as many sources as you can, and then focus on like what you need more. Do you need more M attack or FCT? Because like VCT is not even in the conversation anymore. It's so easy to get to 100%. Champ to mech would be good. From an organized guild perspective, I don't want to lose my champ for a mech. I will take a champ over a mech, unless proven otherwise. But yeah, and I think that sums it all up, right? I think we can end the podcast here. We tackled quite a lot of subjects in a matter of a short time here, so hopefully by next week Friday, we should be able to get more info and get more clarifications as well. Because I know like the whole getting screwed over if you're not three to one job when it releases is gonna worry some people. And even though we got confirmation from that, we'll get more confirmation for you guys, like kind of like a second opinion from another authority that will confirm that that's not the case. And then we'll talk about that next Friday as well, right? And how about Sage? Go to Warlock. I prefer Warlock. I'm biased. I prefer Warlock over Sage anyway, or Wizard over Sage, because I'm not a whale. But yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Fuck you. All right, guys. Everybody, have a good night, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you for coming. Prepare questions for next week. It's going to be a good one. GG's, guys. Good night. Good night. I'm gonna let him wait for a little bit here. Just I can tire him out a little bit. I think he has too much energy for 10:52 p.m. for his time. I'm just gonna let him wave.
I'm shopping wood, man.
Just gonna let him wave. There you go.
I'm chopping wood.
You're chopping. What kind of wood? Never mind.
You're
Okay.